Today we are going to talk about international political economy. The first question is, what is IPE and why is really important? The concept of international political economy encompasses the intersection of politics and economic as goods, services, money, people, and ideas move across the borders. It's the rapidly evolving field of social science that seeks to understand international and global issues with the help of a diverse interdisciplinary range of analytical tools and theoretical perspective. The growing importance of IPE as the subject is partly due to the fact that disciplinary boundaries between economies and politics in the particular and between the social science. International political economy is important because it can help you to understand the structure and power dynamics that regulate finance and trade, also promote globalization and economic nationalism, and the distribution of health and poverty among countries, states, regions, and the world. Now, I'm going to tell you the three main theories of IP: economic liberalism, Marxism, and which theory is the best one and why. Mercantilism places the economy in the subordinate position to politics. Economic activity can be viewed in the context of increased power state. National interests dominate the market. Wealth and power are complementary, not conflicting goals, but we must avoid overdependence on the economies of other countries. When the economy and the security interests conflict, priority will be given to the security interest. Economic liberalists believe that the market economy is an autonomous area of society, operating according to its own economic laws. Economic exchange is a positive sum game, and the market will tend to maximize the benefits of individual families and businesses. The economy in an area mutually beneficial cooperation between countries and individuals. In the Marxist approach, the economy is a place of exploitation and inequality between social classes, especially the bourgeoisie and the proletariat. The policy is highly dependent of the socio-economic environment, and the ruling economic class is also politically dominant. IP refers to the history of the expansion of global capitalism and the class-country struggle it provoked, the development of the capitalism in unbalance, and will create new crises and contradictions between countries and social classes. Next question. Politics is a control of economics, says mercantilism. Economics in the basis for everything else, including politics, says Marxism. How should we settle the dispute? The Marxists view the mercantilist and the base of the claim that the central activity of society is related to the way in which people produce their means of substance. Economic production is the basis of all other human activities, including politics. The economic base consisting, on the one hand, in the forces of production, that is, the technical level of the exercise economy, while mercantilism adopt the approach that economic activity, which must be subordinate to the main objective and building a strong state, in the other words. The economy is a tool of the politics and bases political power. This is a defining characteristic of the mercantilism thinks. Mercantilism see that the international economy as a science of conflict between against national interest rather than against a space of cooperation and mutual benefit. Economic, economical, economic liberals are good argue that economic exchange is a positive sum game in the Marxist approach. The economy is a site of exploitation and inequality. Who is correct? It is not that there is a theory that is correct and another is not. They are two different approaches. It is this economic exchange brings benefits but also brings consequences. As benefits, we can say that improves competitiveness, generates more jobs, and attracts more investors. In the case of the repercussions of changing laws and regulation on products, the language can be a factor that affects the company. Do the security interests always have priority over the matters as mercantilism claims? Mercantilism subordinates the economy to politics and especially to the government. Economic activity is seen in the broader context of the rise of the power. The organization responsible for the defense and promotion of the national interest, that is, the state, regulates private economy. Wealth and power are complementary and not contradictory goals. Economic dependence on other states as far as possible. When economic and security interests collide, security interests take priority. Just to finish, compare Walls and Wallerstein, who has the best theory. These two currents of thought influence the study of international relations, that is, structural realism proposed by Kenneth Walt and the ideas of the world system of Immanuel Wallerstein. In both perspectives, the patterns of international relations presuppose the existence of destructive structure and a great system that surrounds the actors or agents whose presence is very important in the current international relations. The two critical reviewers using the constructivist study have neglected both the ideas of structural realism and ideas of the world system. The role of agents that plays a crucial role in international relations. Neglecting the roles of the agents made both ideas reductionist and offered to the test the global structure as the deterministic unit of analysis.